And we've been a great supporter to the United Way. Youngstown Cityscape, we have 35, 40 people down there over Memorial Day weekend planting flowers. I mean, I could go on and on and on about just the different organizations that we've been involved in.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
I always remember somebody left the firm, and I talked to him. I said, "Well, why are you leaving?" And he said, "I don't want to do what you do." And I said, "Fill me in. What do I do? Because I'm not really sure what I do." He said, going out and talking to people and going to events and going to meetings." And I said, "That's the good stuff. That's the fun stuff." So it takes a special type of person, but it really is. I think it's gratifying, and like I said earlier, I'm from Youngstown. I want to support the community any way I can. So we strive for that and encourage it, and have been doing it. HBK has been a great supporter of the United Way. I remember early on, it was sort of, here, donate to the United Way, and it was very strongly encouraged, let's say. And we've been a great supporter to the United Way. Youngstown Cityscape, we have 35, 40 people down there over Memorial Day weekend planting flowers. I mean, I could go on and on and on about just the different organizations that we've been involved in. Gabbard Camp and Isle and String Life Enhancement. And, Jim was on MVEDC, now Valley Partners, for a number of years, and he passed that on to a younger partner.
Yeah, I was on that board for, 15, 16 years, had two-year terms as president, including the COVID years, which working with Teresa, but had to move on from that. But even when I lived in Boardman, I got involved with the Boardman community, Boardman trustees. Just started showing up to trustee meetings and formed what I call the Boardman Business Committee, and got volunteers from the business community. I forget, we probably had a dozen or so people, and we just started showing up, asking questions, engaging with the trustees, with the police chief, with the fire chief, with the road department, across the board, the fiscal officer. And Boardman developed what the trustees called the Boardman Plan, which frankly was our plan. And I don't think we were necessarily welcomed. I remember being asked, "Who are you working for? Why are you doing this?" I'm like, "I'm not, because I live here." "Are you going to run for office?" "Not in your life." But there's a lot of examples. I tried to get a Boardman Community Foundation started. United Way, in my past, I was on the allocation committee, and a lot of involvement there. And
Tom Davis now continues on that.
But you're right, it's participating. I think one of the greatest compliments I've ever received is, "You don't seem like a CPA."
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers, fiercely local, fiercely loyal.